Hi, hello to the viewers of CVR English. Today in the big story we are going to discuss about the unexpected rains happening in all over Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Many farmers has lost their hard work, which is their crop, and many people who are living in cities by coming far away from villages are also facing many problems because of unseasonal rains. Unseasonal rains are very common in India, and especially after the industrial revolution and the growth of IT hub. Unseasonal rains in all over India is not a very rare phenomenon. Well, after everything, the farmers who grow their crops in order to feed us are facing many problems because of this unseasonal rains, and government of both state and central government has also should see the farmers in the way where they have to be look at, because in such situations when a farmer will lost his crop, they are in very deep state of problems. The loan which they take to invest on the crop before they sow the seeds and before the weeding, well, during the crop harvestation also there are many things which a farmer has to go through. Even after the harvesting, the farmer should be taking care of the transportation of the crop, the selling of the crop, even the gunny bags which are used to fill the crops into further transportation are also be taken under consideration in order to protect the farmers from this unseasonal rain effect. Well, every farmer from both the Telugu states are facing major problems because of this unseasonal rains. Hydra was heavily criticized when it was introduced into action in Hyderabad city. Well, many of the opposition leaders from Telangana, whether they may be from BRS party or whether they may be from BJP party, both the leaders who are in the opposition in Telangana state have heavily criticized the Congress government for the action of Hydra which they have implemented in Hyderabad. The Hydra was especially introduced in order to protect the lakes, which used to be a chain source of and a key source of storing the water in order to save the city from the water shortage. Well, after recent development activities and the past previous decade, when Telangana has emerged as an individual state, many lakes and water bodies were captured or illegally controlled by many of the political leaders. Well, due to the adverse effects of dealing or grabbing water bodies or water storage points, many constructive sites are being into the waters whenever this unconditional or unseasonal rains are happening. We have seen in the past years that the entire Hyderabad was drowned when a heavy rainfall was happening in the city of Hyderabad. In order to protect such situations happening in Hyderabad, government of Telangana, which is led by Sri Anumala Revant Reddy, has taken strict actions on the people who have conquered and captured water bodies which are present in the capital city of Hyderabad. Not only protecting the water bodies and the lakes, Hydra has also the additional responsibility of re-establishing the previous water bodies and the lakes in Hyderabad, due to which whenever this unseasonal rains happen, the water will be stored in the water bodies or in the water storage points. This would be an indirect help for the citizens of Hyderabad. That is the reason why Hydra was established when Congress had formed the government in the state of Telangana. Minister of Telangana, Shri Anmala Revanth Reddy, has also alerted disaster management forces and rapid action forces into the ground to manage the unseasonal rains happening in the capital city of Hyderabad. Not only the capital city of Hyderabad, the rural side of Telangana is also heavily affected by the unseasonal rains. Farmers who had grown paddy and other crops in their fields are also facing very bizarre conditions due to this unseasonal rains. Many farmers have lost their crops because of this unseasonal rains, and not only but the rains but the heavy winds which were flowing. Many crops like paddy, jowar and other seasonal crops were being affected by the unseasonal rains. Farmers have openly came onto the roads and saying that this is the worst condition for any farmer in this situation, as state is not in such a position to take care of the farmers. The central is not even bothered about the Telangana farmers who are facing the problems because of this unseasonal rains. State government has taken a very strict decision of implementing crop insurance for the farmers who have lost their crop in this unseasonal rains. Farmer has also been saying that the weather report team of any state or the central should alert the farmers before itself in order so that the farmers will protect their crop from this unseasonal rains. A video also went viral on internet. A few CRPF jawans who were on the way for their duty had stopped their vehicle in front of in between the highway and helped the farmers in order to cover their crops which are being spread on the place in order to dry. Well, due to unseasonal rains, the crops which were being on the roads in order to dry has also been affected. The final crop which came into the hands of the farmers has also been affected. The crop which is also in the field is also affected. Finally, the farmers of Telangana are drowning because of this unseasonal rains. State government and central government should also act responsibly in order to help the farmers of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh who are being affected by the unseasonal rains. Not only the farmers are facing critical situations because of this unseasonal rains, but the people who are staying in the city of Hyderabad are also facing very bizarre situations because of this unseasonal rains. Traffic is out of control because of the unseasonal rains. As everyone knows, the prime time of city traffic is morning 8 to 10:30 and evening 7 to 8:30. This morning time people are always in hurry, and evening time people are waiting to get their homes. Well, in such situations, rain which comes with a heavy flow and with the heavy winds are affecting the people, because not only by the traffic and by other things, but also because of this unseasonal rains, people are being affected for viral fevers and other seasonal diseases because of this unseasonal rains. People are also complaining that because of this unseasonal rains, power cuts is also being faced not only in the city of Hyderabad but also the rural districts of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, especially when such unseasonal rains occur in any state. State government and the central government should come to a single bench, and in order to help the people they should maintain their relation healthy. Well, due to some political situations, states and central may or may not have that healthy conditions between both the central and state government, but the citizens who have voted for both the state and central governments are in urge for help from both the state and central governments. Power cuts and the seasonal unseasonal fevers, malarias, dengues and all are also affecting the people not only in the city of Hyderabad but also in the rural side of both the Telugu speaking states. Right, right. పట్టుకున్నారు ఇక Not only the IT employees but many small sectors of the society is also being adversely affected because of this unseasonal rains. The daily wage workers and daily vendors are in a very bizarre position because of this unseasonal rains. Many shops are not being opened. The shops which sells a very small amount of snacks and evening chapatis and tiffins are not being opened because of this unseasonal rains. The daily wage workers and the daily vendors are also facing tough situations because of this unseasonal rain. Not only small term vendors and daily wage workers but also the poultry farmers are also facing very bad situations because of the unseasonal rains, as the poultry farmers are affected because of the bird flu from past 1.5 month. Not only the bird flu but this unseasonal rains is also causing the sudden death of the birds in the poultry industry. Poultry farmers, daily wage workers and daily vendors are also facing bizarre situations because of the unseasonal rains. Poultry farmers are worried because of they are being affected due to two natural calamities. No, one is the unseasonal rains and second one is the bird flu. Well, both all the sections of the society are being affected by this unseasonal rain. Government is also helpless because of the unseasonal rains. The unplanned momentum in the city of Hyderabad is the reason for why the people of Hyderabad are facing the traffic issues even in this heavy rains and heavy winds. People should also take care of the small children who go on the roads in this unseasonal rainy weather, as transformers may be heavily affected because of this unseasonal rains. Morning the transformers will be facing heavy sun heat, and evening when the cool drops of water fall on them, the transformers may react abnormally. That's the reason why many places of Hyderabad are experiencing power cuts. People, one should have responsibility of kids who come out of the homes in this unseason rainy weathers. Not the places like Jublales, Madapur, Kondapur, Boyenpalli, Alwal, Medchal, Tupran, such places are facing heavy rainfall in this season because of overheat which is being affected from the February of this year. Generally February is considered as winter season, winter month, but because of the global warming and the meltdown of the glaciers all over the globe, heat in the summer season are being increased year by year. Well, that is the reason why many cities are facing this unseasonal rains. Global warming and uncontrolled carbon emission is one of the reason for such unseasonal rains. Hey. Well, this is the time when the government should be on their war toes in order to help the people who are out there facing issues because of this unseasonal rains. Daily wage workers, the IT employees, the daily vendors and the poultry farmers. Not only these, the farmers who grow our daily required essentials should also be helped by both the state and central governments from this unseasonal rains. Not only governments should take care of the people who are being affected by the rains, people should also take care of their eating habits and the water that they are drinking. The water people drink in this unseasonal rains is one of the main source for the viral diseases which come out of this unseasonal rains. People should warm the water before what they drink, or the water should be 100% purified before they consume it. One of the reason for unseasonal rains and unseasonal viral fevers is the water that we consume. Because of the rains, many water bodies will also get contaminated because of the excessive flow of water in the cities. Well, in such situations, people are alerted to have safety in the drinking water what they consume. Not only in the drinking water, the food what they consume in such situations is also one of the main thing that should be taken considered in order to save the health of the people. Governments and rapid action forces and disaster managements are trying their best to save the people from this unseasonal rains. Well, people also have the moral responsibility and their duty in to help the government bodies which are coming out to help them. Disaster management forces and the rapid action forces will have to take care of the manholes which are open in the particular season when unseasonal rains are happening. People who are out on the roads in such season and weather condition should also be careful while they ride their vehicles. Not only for the manhole, but also the speed limits of the people should also be controlled well in such situations. This was a small thing where people should take care of, not only for their rights, but also citizens should also respect their moral duties which they have to follow in such situations. People should be more alert and people should be coordinating with the government disaster management forces and rapid health and help forces. This was the big story of today. Rain, rain, go away from the Telugu states. For such interesting and important news updates, keep watching CVR English. This is Srikar Tumala signing off.